don't know. Is it?
We are cooking with Crisco right here on Drinks Towards By, and David just asked if I think Crisco is lard.
It's lard, right?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't cook much with the Crisco.
do you use bacon fat? Bacon fat is one of my favorite things to
Uh,
cook with.
Fats. What am I hearing? Fats. I've cooked with bacon fat. I've cooked with duck fat. I've been kind of big on the avocado oil.
Mm,
It's a little pricey, but the avocado oil is a good one.
well worth it, I'm sure.
If you find it for the right price.
Yeah. So it is an all new Drinks Towards By. What are you drinking today, this morning, this afternoon?
Uh, it's the old Sierra Nevada Big Little Thing IPA, the Imperial. I don't know. I don't carry like I have a bottle of Weller that I don't feel I want to open. Like I'm trying to hold on. All the other bottles I've drank,
Yeah.
so I'm like, you know, I guess like I don't save them. I'm like, dude, I bought it. I want to drink it. But the Weller, I feel is like something that like have to hold on to for like a special occasion.
What occasion would that be? Like,
I don't know. Maybe my son's 21st.
oh yeah, that's definitely a.
He just turned 20, dude. I feel old.
You are old.
Thanks. Right there, buddy.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
realization that you got to come to, man. You
I
know,
um I was actually supposed to go. He was in Vegas for his 20th. He went to that festival
when we were
when we
young,
were when we were young.
were you like you can't go? You're still young. There's no when.
You know what? My son is actually really into music. I can't say the extent, but I know like he has like albums hanging in his wall. Like he has like a fucking wall of albums and stuff. So he enjoys music, so I can't fault him. And I've worked these festivals, so but he got the COVIDs.
There at the when we were young.
Yeah, in Vegas.
I believe it,
So
man. Um,
yeah, we were supposed to go to lunch tomorrow, but he's got the COVIDs, and my response was, well, I mean, it's better than coming back with an STD from Vegas.
that's yeah. Well, I mean, and we've said this before. Maybe I've said it before, but COVID is a STD. It's a socially transmitted disease. You know, but but it makes sense. You know what I mean? You only get it if
True.
you're socializing.
Yeah, but you're not gonna go around going, "Oh man, I got an STD." What? I got COVID. Like,
Yeah,
what?
that makes it even better.
Yeah, you got the herpes. You
Yeah.
got the herpes.
So,
So I have a question for you real quick.
well, can I unveil my drink? I've been
Oh
saving.
yeah, yeah,
I've been saving this.
happy.
I've been saving this drink for a while, and I almost ran out of the other ingredient, but I have with me a screwdriver.
Which did you almost run out
The
of? What's the
orange
ingredient?
juice. I was just drinking it by itself, and I've had this for like
How dare
this.
you?
I know. I've had orange juice for like 2 weeks. And every day I'm just like, you know what? Let me just do some. And normally I'm not an orange juice person, but I was craving a screwdriver, and I'm like, that'd be perfect for the show. But then all this happened, and then I got busy, working Saturdays, and then you left, and that orange juice is just looking at me, and I was like, oh man,
I'm I'm a big fan of the orange juice. Like when I was in Austin, we got the free Continental, the free breakfast,
yeah,
and I had to get orange juice. Like, I was like drinking like I get like 3 cups of orange juice, just small cups, but yeah. So as I was getting to, I have a question for you because this happened to me last night. Is there a name, like just
is
a
there a
name
name?
that you would never think that you would hear? Like I think we've had a discussion of names like I would never date, But is there a name that you think like that name has died out? I will never hear this again. Nobody's ever gonna have this name in my lifetime.
Yeah, Hitler for sure. You know, I was like,
Was
who would dare name their kid that? You know?
Hitler? Okay, fair, fair. Without being, you know,
Well, I'm not trying to invoke Kanye or anything like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So,
that's another fucking topic. But so last night I came across a Beauregard.
Beauregard. Oh my God!
Yes,
How old was this person?
he was like 27.
Oh my God!
He was Caucasian. Um, and I was looking at his ID, and I just happened to glance at the name, and I was like, Beauregard, and he's like, yeah, and it's like he knew in his heart of hearts, like,
Yeah,
yeah. I go, where were you born? And I'm thinking, the
Midwest.
South. He's like San Jose.
That is kind of the South, I guess.
San Jose, south of what? South of fucking Frisco. So then I was like, "Where's your mom fucking from?" She's like, "Oh, we're Welsh Irish." I go, Beauregard. It's like she liked to read, and I was like, there's not like." I told him like, man, do I need to pat you down for muskets?
Yeah.
I was dude. It engulfed me for a good fucking like 30 minutes. Like, dude, this dude's name is Beauregard. Like,
Bo, but
like
I mean,
I
you,
get
you,
it.
you
Yeah,
can be
he's
Bo.
He's
I
Bo.
mean, that's
But
still a cool name.
nobody.
You'll never be Beauregard. You'll
I
always
mean,
be just call me Bo. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, he's Bo. Anytime I see him, Beauregard. I do declare.
That'd be if you just
So,
embrace that.
yeah,
That'd be great.
we're how was the plantation? Like, dude, it's like. So then he tells me a story where he went to New Orleans and they have a statue of a fucking like Confederate,
Yeah.
General Beauregard. That's like the name. And he was like, to him, he's like, oh look, there's a statue with my name on it, and it's in like the center of this like what's it called
Like
when
square.
the circular one? No,
Oh,
the
roundabout.
roundabout. There we go. So and he's trying to take a picture with this Confederate statue, this white guy going, look. And he's got like nothing but like a very predominant, like he was saying, like black community of New
Yeah.
Orleans, just looking like this fucking honky. This cracker right there. He's doing some crack stuff right now. Oh man, he was the one saying it too. He was like, yeah,
Right.
the most crackinest cracker of crackers. So I was taken aback. I go, dude, this is the first time in my life, and it's probably the last time. I mean, obviously coming back, but
Right.
I will never in my life think I will meet a Beauregard in my life.
Well, you can always say you're the first Beauregard that I will measure any other Beauregard up to. So,
Yeah,
congratulations.
crazy.
That is, dude. Did you have any say in what your kids' names were gonna be?
Well, yeah, actually, I picked the names.
And you didn't
My-
pick Beauregard?
Yeah, no, that wasn't on the top of the list in any fucking fashion. So for my son's name, we had trouble picking the name, and then like it kind of the whole situation happened where my son was born, and we never gave him a middle name. So my son doesn't have a middle name.
So he's true Mexican. Okay, got it.
Well, actually, he is a quarter Mexican.
Yeah.
My daughter, I got to pick the first name, and then she picked the middle name. So yeah, yeah, I'm done picking names. Like I don't even want to pick pet names.
Oh man, you got to, man. I realize that my pet names have all been like named after comic book characters. So Herbie's the first one that's named after Justin Herbert from the Chargers, and ironically, he's the
Oh,
one that's outlasted them
I thought it
all.
was the VW Bug.
Well, but I give him Herbie 2.0. You know what I mean, as a
Yeah.
nickname. But yeah, his real name is Herbert, and there he is right there. You heard his name, and he just poked himself out.
Did he look over?
Yeah,
Like,
he
what?
did. Man, I can't wait for you to come and visit because where I have Herbert is exactly when I walked in. I was like, I just knew, even though I didn't have the place yet or anything. I just walked in. I'm like, where I put him is the perfect place, and that was his spot. Like I was just like, if I get this place, that's where he's gonna be. It's perfect because I could see him every which way. He can watch TV
Yeah.
with me. He can eat with me. It'll be great. So, but yeah, so were you thinking about getting a pet? I mean, did that come into your
Well,
mind?
actually, it's come up. So
Another
when I
cat?
met, no, fuck no.
It's like fuck, dude.
I would literally die.
You guys are gonna
It's
be
just
like
the
yeah.
composting on the fucking floor and shit.
Like you guys are gonna be a crazy cat couple. You can't do that.
No, no. She had two cats when I met her. She really wants to get a dog, and there's her her coworker does fostering for rescue animals.
Oh wow,
So
yeah,
yeah. So I was like, I don't really want one. I don't really want one. As far like right now, because it's the apartment, and I
yeah,
feel like a dog needs a yard. But
yeah. Very true.
she is adamant, and love my wife. So I was like, look, I'll give if we can do like a trial run because I just need to know how this dog's gonna be with the cats.
Yeah,
Because you know what I mean? Because I don't know if they don't meld. I mean, this is the cat's home.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You can't just bring somebody in here and this is gonna kind of like you're in my way, you're in my way, you're in my
yeah.
way. They're cats, they're fucking chill. One's very skittish, so she'll be like hiding most of the time, and the other one just like I feels like I'm just gonna like hit the dog and get away.
Yeah, and not only that, but you got to track your packages to see if anything is going to Abu Dhabi. You know what I mean, as well. So it's a Garfield reference. Garfield was always
Oh
sending.
Jesus Christ! I was like, wait, what? It's been a long time since I read Garfield.
He was always sending the dog to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, Odie.
Yeah. You should have told
And
her.
it's funny because I used to call her cat lasagna because it's a fat ass cat. Like it's like
Yeah.
Garfield eating lasagna over here. Speaking of travel, did you hear what happened in Seoul?
No, I've been.
Oh, dude, it's I just literally kind of read it before I got on the phone with you. I was looking at the news, topics, and
I've been pressed.
yeah, thank you. I got shit
I know.
today. I want to get this over with. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta work a long day. Fucked up, right? 120 people died. In the streets, like they were like it was like the club area of Seoul, Korea, and people were having cardiac arrest. So people are just laying on the floor dying of cardiac arrest. It's like 120 people have died so far, which is either bad drugs or fucking poison gas. It was like a terrorist attack. But
Yeah.
it's crazy, dude. Like, how all of a sudden just fucking you're just partying the street in 120? That's like a music festival. Just blah,
Yeah.
everybody just fucking drops.
Hold on, I have to cancel my plans for
To go to Seoul, Korea. Yeah.
canceled.
There goes my summer trip. You know winter in Seoul?
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. Oh man. You know what's weird is that I don't watch news anymore because I don't know if we talked about this or not, but there was this whole thing that went down. I'm a KTLA Channel 5 here in Los Angeles fan. I loved it. But they let go of Lynette Romero And then this whole thing happened with the other anchor, Mark Mester, and he made a speech and he apologized. And he blamed a lot of the things that are happening on the management. And then he got fired. And so once he left, I was like, that's it. I'm boycotting, And
I'm out.
yeah, and it's crazy because like Channel 5 KTLA was like my favorite station to just watch. I could just leave it on and they had news like all day. And that's why I was always kind of up to current with everything that was kind of going on. But ever since both of those departures, I've refused to watch Channel 5. I just watched it Thursday for the first time in like I want to say 2 months. And it was like 11:30 at night, maybe 1 in the morning. And I just got back from work, and you know how it is, dude. You get back late at night, and you still are in not party mode, but you know what I mean. You're still in like, oh man, I'm still hyped up from the night, and you're like,
Yeah.
I gotta do something. So I turned on the TV, and I'm like, I'm like Friends is on, or some they got good like reruns of stuff. So I'm like, let me just put it there. But that was about it. But I'm not really current or anything like that with up to date.
Well, I mean, I get it. I get it off the phone. I go. I do the little CNN.com, try to get some like updated information, different sources. Like, hey, like if you see something like posted, and then you kind of like look into it a little bit more, like the whole Kanye anti-Semitism getting dropped by everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the deal with anti-Semitism? You know what I mean?
It's okay, Jerry. I can make those jokes.
Who are these people?
Dude, I don't know. He's been a fucking nutcase for a minute, and dude, even Goodwill said Goodwill said they're not going to carry Yeezys.
Like if people donate them or something, or what?
Yeah, like when they're donated, they won't take them.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. I mean, backlash is real. I mean, but there was like, well, he wore the White Lives Matter, but there wasn't any anti-blackism. I'm like, well, that falls on people of color. They could have made a stance then. So he just goes, oh, I can get away with shit, and then he's like, oh, I can't get away with shit. I never wanted to spend fucking $400 for some fucking styrofoam shoes anyway. So good.
Yeah. Shoe collecting has always been an interesting hobby that I've never been into, but it fascinates me, because people like buying 2 pairs, like this is for me to wear and this is for my collection, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, like for me, it was like, okay, like you have to have a pair of dress shoes, and if you extend it, it's like you have to have black and brown. You have to have like a pair of sneakers, and it's like you have walking sneakers, you have basketball sneakers, but stuff that you genuinely use.
Yeah, right.
People who have boxes and boxes of shoes that they may have worn once or never wear just to have it, that blows my mind. This is like, are you kidding me? Are you crazy right now? You spent how much on this? Okay, cool. Good for you, sir. Good for you. But yeah, I actually want to buy a pair of Hokas. I hear those are very comfortable shoes.
So a pair of what?
Hoka.
Okay, I thought you said hookers. I'm like, David.
Yeah, no, I do not want to buy a pair of hookers. I don't know. I don't think they, I don't get much traction out of them.
Oh no, there's traction, all right.
There's traction. So I don't know if they're good on the knees.
Yeah. Sports. No, just kidding.
Oh yeah, right. Oh wait, before we get into sports,
just kidding.
I have another like. Since I've been back to the bar, they've gotten these weird stories.
Are these? Is this a part of our remember our segment? We're like, oh, tales from the bar.
Tales from the bar.
Are we bringing that back? Yeah. Are we bringing that back? Because I got one too. Perfect. Perfect
Okay.
time to get into
Yeah, because
that.
I got the Beauregard, and now I got this. So I was, we have the outside seating, and I overheard these customers talking, and yeah, I ear hustle because sometimes you just got to ear hustle because you're outside, you're just fucking at a bar. I guess fucking one, I have to listen to if anything's gonna happen. Two, I have to listen like, hey, are you doing anything wrong? Or three, it's just like I'm bored and like that sounds funny. So there's one lesbian girl talking to another lesbian girl, and then
This
there
sounds
was
that's like a joke. So one lesbian talks to
yeah,
another
yeah, yeah,
lesbian.
two lesbians at the bar having this conversation. So anyway, um, then there was a male friend. Don't know his sexuality preference, but neither here nor there. So the one girl, so we'll go girl one, girl two. Okay. So girl one was giving girl two shit about everything that she was doing for her ex. Now, the ex um, was also seeing girl one. So the third girl is like the common denominator.
Right, the bizarre love triangle, if you will.
Yes. So what I'm overhearing is girl three, the common denominator, told girl two, I'm polyamorous. You stay here. I'm going to go date other people. And you're not poly, so you can't do that. Now, girl two accepted it because naivete, how it's pronounced.
Right.
Um, so girl three would tell girl two, I want to take girl one out, and but I need money. So girl two would give girl three money to take out girl one, but then girl one told girl two, I paid for all the dates.
Wow.
So this bitch was pocketing the money.
Wow.
That's when I
Wow.
jumped into the conversation. I was like,
Security.
I couldn't resist. I was like, okay, I'm in this. I'm intrigued. Like, you need your own podcast.
Yeah. No, you should have invited them on ours, and then we could have just done it all.
So no, so girl two actually is willing to come on the show.
All right.
Girl two is willing to come on the show
Yeah, let's set that up. We haven't had a guest in
for the
forever.
whole shebang.
We haven't had a guest on.
In a while, it's been a minute.
Yeah, ever since we left the bar. Well, let's face it. Even when we were at the bar, we couldn't even get a guest.
Yeah.
So
We had an open mic and nobody wanted to come.
yeah.
Over.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, so that was my tales of the bar.
Okay.
I've advised. I was like, you need to dump this. Like, get away from her. Like, you need to walk away.
I like it. I like it. I'm done with that, but I was gonna make another one, but then I gotta run over. But I'll just switch to coffee.
You could. I leave for drink. I only have one beer left, so I'm making this last for the entire show.
Okay. Yeah, but then I gotta. It's not a production, but then I gotta. It's fine. So I gotta.
It's vodka and orange juice, man. It's not that.
All right,
hard.
give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Go.
All right.
Jesus.
All right. Be right, guys. Go fix yourself a drink too,
Go
or
fix yourself a drink.
whatever. Let it email us. What you know. Just keep yourself busy for like what? How long do you think this is gonna take? 30 seconds.
45 tops.
Okay. Okay. I'll be right back.
And go. I got a response to some text. The problem when you do the show from your phone is people text you. You have to kind of respond because it's just the way it goes. So very quickly before he returns, does anybody want to be a guest? You want to Skype with us? You want to drink it from home? Want to jump on? Jump on, jump on, jump on. Maybe I've had some. See, that was quick.
Yeah. How long was that?
I don't know. I wasn't keeping count. I was able to send 2 texts.
Okay.
So I would say that was. It's 2 ingredients. You're not like rimming the glass with
I
an
know.
orange peel. Calm it down.
I did put a little extra ice in there. You know what I mean? So
Oh, did you? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
there was that. So, um,
A little fresh in the ice. Okay.
yeah. Which
Um.
one of the greatest um one of the greatest home gifts, or is that what it's called? You know, like housewarming gifts that I ever got was my mom gave me an ice bin. She's like, "Oh, here's a bin to put ice in." So I just make a bunch of ice, throw it in there, and it's amazing. And then I just have backup ice. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but I could spend like 30 minutes just making ice and putting it away and storing it, and it becomes a whole production when I do ice. But yeah, refreshing my drink. I gotta admit, these screwdrivers are going down pretty nice.
Um.
Of course, the Tito's vodka that I'm using.
So back to tales from the bar. What was your tale from
Tales
the
from the
bar?
bar. So, as you know, I did a wedding this last weekend, which is why we couldn't do a show because weddings are just. I mean, I look. I'm all for love, okay? I'm all for all that stuff.
I'm off for love.
Yeah, but it was they did. There's a few packages you could purchase. You could buy out the bar, or you could just do a beer and wine and soda and juice type thing, or you could just not pay for cocktail or have everyone pay for cocktails. Usually, what happens is the thing that sells the most is the beer and wine package. A lot of people are like, yeah, we'll just buy beer and wine. Everyone can get beer, wine, sodas hosted. So I'm like, okay. So the problem that I was having is towards the end of the night, people were like, "Oh, I need 6 beers," And when it's beer and wine hosted, dude, we were seeing glasses of wine just left strewn about everywhere. And granted, yeah, you paid for it, but I'm like, dude, you're not, like you really don't respect, you know, what these people have paid for. You're just leaving everything everywhere. And not only that,
Yeah.
but towards the end of the night, I get really defensive because I'm like, once you start getting 6 beers, I don't know, they're like, oh, for the table. I'm like, well, who's at your table? Are they underage? I don't know. You know,
But is that your thing? Are you required to make sure like people underage aren't drinking? Because
yes,
you're at a bar. No, but you're at a bar, right? You're not going around. So do they? It's a wedding, so security is not like giving wristbands for people 21.
there is no
So
security.
okay, well
Yeah,
then you have. Hey, I gave it to a person who's 21.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. And then towards the end of the night, like the last hour, maybe the last 45 minutes, I was like, all right, I'm like, we're getting ready to close. I'm like, nobody's getting more than 1 beer. I'm like, these guys have been drinking a lot since 4 o'clock. So I'm like, we gotta be and another reason why I was defensive, we found 3 throw ups.
Oh, gross.
So once that happens, I'm just like, dude, these I don't know where this is from, but we got to be super careful now, And the biggest thing that I got was, well, it's fine because we're not driving, and I would like to talk to you a bit about that. That's great in concept, but that doesn't give you the right to still get shit faced, right? Or
Yeah.
what's your opinion?
No, I agree. The whole I'm not driving thing, it doesn't justify some things. Like if you, it's like, let's say one more shot, I'm not driving. Okay, cool, I get that. But when you have a friend that's almost passed out, and it goes, "Oh, we're not driving," dude. This dude is fucking dying. Basically, you've given this guy. He has alcohol poisoning. You know, a hangover is alcohol poisoning. I mean, I've had more than my share. But when you're out, it's like you're not helping your friend. And I've said this many a time. You're not a good friend. The idea, the whole thing for Uber and Lyft was like, hey, if you've had a few, best not drive. But the idea that I can obliterate myself because now you're a hassle to the bar, and you may not get picked up because the rideshare or the Uber or the Lyft person is like, dude, you're too fucked up. I can't have you throw up in my car. Now you're a nuisance when you get to that point. You're a nuisance to several different people down the line. If you're by yourself, that. If you were with people and they don't care and they just like, yeah, it's funny. Like, dude, you're a piece of shit. To me, it's like, dude, why would you do that to somebody? Why would you want your friend to be that fucked up?
Exactly. Exactly. So that I don't know. That was my only thing that just kind of bothered me about that. And but speaking of which, something that you'll appreciate, dude. A 30 pack of Coors Light was like $20 the other day, and I had to buy it.
Oh, Stater Brothers. Stater Brothers. Always go Stater Brothers. The 36 pack is 22.99.
That's insane. That is, dude. The prices right now in beer. I don't know why it's like to me. It's always been more, but like right now, I'm like, what is going on? That all of the I mean,
Trust me.
we're getting all these
The
deals.
wife, the wife
Yeah,
loves the Coors Light, so it's
yeah.
like, hey, 22.99. Can't fucking
You can't beat it. And I was like,
can't beat it.
because I usually get an 18 pack. I'm like, I'll be fine with an 18 pack, but then I was just like, oh my god, for like $4 more, I get 12 more beers.
Like double the beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like I was like I can't pass this up. I can't. And then I was running low on the whiskey, and because of you, I'm a Jim Beam guy. Not because I like it, because it's cheap. So I was like, since I'm here, I'm like, throw in a handle. And the guy's like, man,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a good weekend. I'm like, hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the 1.75 is like, if you get it right, it's like 22.99. It's like the equivalent of the beer. It's like it's gonna last me. I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. So yeah. Um.
Yeah, so I spent like $48 for 30 beers and a liter of whiskey, and or $48, and I was just like, man, I'm like, this is cheap. I'm like, I can easily spend this at the Cove, like,
Yeah.
in one
Exactly.
shot.
Like, you order a martini, a Big Mac, and like you're already fucking $20 in, and you're like,
Yeah,
all right, well, shit, I can get a Boss Hog for $48, or I can have a whole fucking, I, three of us can drink for an entire like weekend type of thing. You know what I mean?
yeah. So it's weird. The more and more I am becoming a homebody, and I had this conversation the other day with some of my patrons. This was we had the one Thursday a month we have like a work party for everybody, and that's where I see a lot of people. And we were talking, and I was telling him, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, all the tips that I make today, I'm like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy me some beer and some liquor. I'm like, that should last me for the week. I mean, for the month. I'm like, so I'm like, this specific time is always my beer money time. And they're like, oh, so who do you drink with? I'm like, by myself. They're like, and everybody thought it was weird. They're like, I've never drinking alone. And I was just like, I'm like, well, I live by myself. I'm like, I do have a fish, so I'm kind of not drinking alone.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but everybody found that was weird that I drank alone, and everyone's like, well, yeah, we don't do that. I didn't know how to feel about that too. I was like, well,
But it's like, I mean, when you say you don't drink, when people say they don't drink alone, like you mean to tell me like you've never gone to a bar by yourself? You may talk to other people, but you're technically you went there on your own. You know, I mean, you look at the mid shift of the cove.
yeah,
Most of those people are there by themselves. They can drink by themselves if the other regulars aren't there, but over a period of time, like when you first go there, you're not a regular. You're not like, hey, let's have a drink together. You're just like there by yourself and having, doing your own thing because you can drink by yourself or you can drink with people. And so when you're drinking alone, it's like you said, you live alone. I've lived alone. Like, hey, I'm gonna have a couple fucking drinks. I'm at home. I don't want to be at a bar. I'm on a budget, so if I buy
yeah,
something for myself, if I'm by myself, you know, on a budget, that's my prerogative. Like I know that, like you said, you spent $48 for a 30 case and a liter or 1.75, right? I'm saving so much money, and I can drink by myself for a while. I I don't have, and you should always tip, but you're saving money drinking by yourself,
yeah,
so to speak. And it's safer because you're home.
yeah,
So people who look down at it are like, oh, what's the fucking what's the rigmarole of it all? Like, leave me alone. Let me do me.
yeah,
Let me do me, and we're good.
yeah. And then too, like the most time that I'm drinking, it's usually for, I'm watching sports and stuff like that. So it's mainly for that.
Yeah, there's some things that you want to have a drink for, like what is it? Sports. You watch the sports, you want to have a cocktail. You're a wine guy. You like wine with your pizza. You watch a
Mm, yeah, of course.
movie, yeah. You know, you want to be fancy one night. You make a pasta dinner.
Yeah,
It's, drinking by yourself is not the word I'm looking for. Jesus. You know the word I'm looking
yeah.
for.
It's
I know
it's
the
not
word I'm looking
it
for. I
it
just can't.
it, it, it it is not
It's
it's not taboo. You know what I mean? Is that
there it is. That's the word. It's not taboo anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, as a whole, I believe a lot of us are have learned to be alone more in our lives. Like we're not the generation where people are married at 15 years old. Like, oh, I met you in junior high. We're getting married now. This is this isn't.
yeah,
So we have more to be alone. We have, you know, we're not we're not under the construct of society where you have to be with somebody.
yeah,
For my wife, I was 15 years with a lot of drinking alone. You know what I mean? So fuck them.
yeah. They were just more intrigued about that than
Are you there?
anything. Yeah. So yeah. Well, since we mentioned it a few times, sports, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Very interesting. A lot going on in sports. We are in October.
Sports.
Yeah, we're in October, and you
World
know,
Series.
yes, the World Series, which I don't know who you're going for. I'm going for Philadelphia. So,
Um,
because I know you're a big baseball
so
guy.
are you really going for Philadelphia? Like, see, I hate. Well, here's my thing. When it comes to sports, it's like I hate the idea. Like sometimes that I hate so much that you root for them. Like
Yeah,
I've come across points where like I hope they win, but I'm not rooting for them. Yes, I do. I do dislike this. I would prefer this team not
not
win,
win. Yeah,
but you don't like ultimately. Like I remember back when LeBron was in Cleveland. There. they were playing Golden State in the finals. And people were like, and I even asked him, I go, are you a Golden State fan or are you a LeBron hater? And he said LeBron hater. And I go, yeah, that's your problem, bro. Like, calm it down. Shut the like you're that. Um, like if I'm rooting for I'm not the Houston hater that every Dodger fan is because they beat you guys.
They cheated. They cheated. The Trastros.
Everybody cheats in sports.
Not like the Trastros. Those guys really cheated.
Beside the point. So, no, they just got caught cheating. Even people who, like, dude, New England got caught cheating and nothing fucking happened to them.
Yeah.
So, beside the point. Like, I have a friend who's from Philadelphia who's a Phillies fan. So I'm rooting for my friend. You know what I mean? Not rooting for the Phillies. I'm rooting for my friend. I would like to see him happy. And you'd be happy if Philadelphia won because you hate the Astros, but there's a difference. He's an actual Phillies fan.
But you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I mean?
My friend, yeah.
Very Xing Wang Ping, you know what I mean?
We're getting we're doing the very philosophy here on the show. Here, I have my miniature The Art of War book. So I know how to
you do?
Yes.
When are you reading that? Stop it. When do you read that? What was the last chapter?
Hey, buddy. I gotta get in their mind.
What page are you on? What chapter? Tell me now.
You haven't read it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. I can tell you what the fuck it is.
Exactly. You just have it there.
But the thing is, I have it.
I don't know if you're just that.
Here you go. Page 36. Disorder arises from order. Cowardice arises from courage. Weakness arises from strength. There you go.
Whoa.
Right? It was like a perfect page.
It was. It was. That'll be a good segment every now and then. Open up the book. Open
the book.
Yeah.
The book. No, I mean, hey, I tell people, I'm 42 years old and I've worked security for 12 years. I've never been in a fight in my life. I've taken people down, but I wouldn't consider it a fight.
Right.
If you can't use your words to get out of a situation, you've failed. And you've let your emotions overwhelm you. I've come to the idea that I can't do that, you know? I don't have insurance. I can't get hurt. I don't want to kill nobody.
Yeah.
Just like, if it's self-defense, it's self-defense. But for the most part, I just deal with like, dude, bro, come on. And most people just like, okay. You just gotta get in the psyche. Like sports, you gotta get in the mind.
Yeah.
World Cup is starting soon. Football season is ramping up.
And speaking of football season, the main headline: Gisele Bündchen and Tom Brady.
That's the main headline.
Tom Brady have officially filed for divorce.
Tom Brady said, "Fuck them kids."
He's like, I got more Super Bowl than kids, and I want more Super Bowl.
And I want more Super Bowls. They give me more pleasure.
Yeah. I'm sure he loves his kids. I'm sure he does. It's all in jest.
Yeah, but he didn't love his wife enough to fucking give up football.
Yeah. Yeah, even though he's kind of not having the greatest season right now, ironically.
Oh yeah, he's having a shit season, and will people say it was because of the divorce that he had other shit on his mind, or is it because he's fucking old and he should have retired and just said, "I'm out"?
Yeah, and just
who knows? I'm not going to sit here and just one of the best quarterbacks. And as much as I hate to say it, yeah, he's one of the best. I won't say he's the best. He may win some most Super Bowls, but a Super Bowl is a team thing. You know what I mean? Like it's a team thing.
Yeah.
There was a couple times where it was the defense that saved New England. It wasn't his offense. So yeah, divorce. I mean, you look at other people like who struggle in like marriages just because somebody like likes to go to the bar a lot. This dude's fucking. I'm gonna spend 9 months of my time
Yeah.
with guys.
But getting paid
Believe it or
handsomely.
not.
Get, get getting paid handsomely.
Handsomely. He is a
Yeah.
handsome. He's a handsome man, but he paid handsomely.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Another topic that's not necessarily sports, but very sports related.
Is it ever when we do sports?
I
Keep
have no
going.
idea. I have no idea, but as you know, David, I am a Charger fan. David is a Browns fan, and something that I've come across lately, and I don't know about you, but I've been running into Charger fans, and they're tired of being Charger fans.
Yeah,
You,
I don't run into Browns fans.
yeah, yeah, but they tell me they're like, I'm tired.
How are you tired of being a Chargers fan? Like,
Because you know what they say.
how are you tired? You're a fan. You chose it. That's your.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm tired of losing. I'm and I'm just like, 31 other teams are gonna lose. You know what I mean? Like, there's only one team that wins per year. You know what I mean? And it can't always be us.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because I tell them, I'm like, dude, you're gonna love them when they're hot, and you're gonna love them when you're not. Like for me, there's no in
It's
between.
fair weather fans. It's fair weather fans. Look, dude. I am a Cleveland fan. Nobody really feels the pain that we do in so many sports. So many sports. The Cavs are doing amazing. Lakers suck fucking balls right now.
It's 5 games.
But they're 0-5.
They were cones. They were cones.
They were codes. That's actually like my favorite scene of
My
the
too.
whole fucking.
My too.
They were codes.
And it can be used for anything. That's my favorite. That's why I'm
Everyone,
like,
they're codes. Like, dude, really? That has no. Could have been a guess. They're
they're
codes.
cones. Uh,
The way he just throws the fucking mannequin in
yeah.
town. He's the only limousine in town. And
Yeah.
no,
I wish West Covina had like a guy like that. That was like the only limo guy. You know what I
only
mean?
limo driver in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm taking the limo to the cove
Yeah.
today. They were codes. Oh, I got tears in my eyes. That was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. Yeah, but sports, sports is it. I don't know. I guess sports is joy and pain
Yeah.
simultaneous, and you have to accept both. And if you want to feel joy, you have to understand you're going to feel pain. Like when we got on this fucking podcast, Ohio State was losing to Penn State, and I got text saying that Ohio State was down 21-16, and then I got a text immediately going Ohio State's up 30-21, and I'm making a text right now that they're going to lose. I go the highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and
Yeah.
lows, highs and lows. I just people don't fight for it. Like I hate seeing people fighting at stadiums and picking on people. It's like, dude, we're supposed to be able to enjoy it and just be happy. If you have to fight because you're mad your team is losing, you're the fucking loser.
Yeah.
You are I'm gonna say you're a piece of shit. If you are arguing with people when you lose, you're a piece of shit. And trust me, I've lost a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, Got to eat it. I gotta eat it. I gotta eat it. You know, hey, if I'd have won, I'd have been fucking cheering and all that. But nothing in sports is worth fighting for. You're
That's
not the athlete. You're not playing.
yeah. You know what's worth fighting for in sports? Cheap beer. I will fight for cheap beer in sports because that shit is insane.
Coors Light, Stater Brothers.
Yeah. I'm like, do you know I could have bought a 30 pack of Coors Light for this one beer? That's how I justify everything now.
Seriously, dude. Like it's kind of like taking the fun out of going to the stadium. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, I have to fucking I have to like eat ramen for the next fucking 4 weeks just so I can go watch a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't have a beer, you know. That's why people get fucked up in the parking lot, and then it's like it's too late. They've already surpassed that fucking limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They even stopped what? Remember, I think we missed the getting beers at that game by like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
We went to get beers in the third, and but we were in line. But by the time you get up there, like sorry, fourth quarter started, can't get a beer. Like I was in line.
Yeah. They were cones.
They were cones. It doesn't. It doesn't.
In any
I have to
situation.
that more up. Cones.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
By the
so-
way, the wedding singer. We're referencing the wedding singer, folks.
Yeah. Hopefully you know that that's what we're referencing. And if you haven't seen the movie, go check it out. It's pretty great. Adam Sandler is hit
Shout
or
out to
miss.
Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I was Adam Sandler.
He's hit or miss. He went on a great like streak. With
What's a miss for you?
that one like Little Miss Missy or whatever. Like some of it is Netflix stuff.
Was that his or was that his
No,
people? He was just pretty.
it's him. It's his stuff. It's his production company.
Little Miss Missy. No, that's what I'm saying. But was he the main actor?
No.
So it was David Spade, right? That was the one with David Spade.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
It was okay. It was like
I enjoyed it. Because look, I have got to the point where I've watched so many movies in my life that I can't be a film critic because everything sucks.
Yeah.
Find the entertainment value in anything. Some movies are still like, oh my god, this was really fucking good. Like Halloween Ends, not a good movie, but I found entertainment in it. I found the end to a story that started before I was even fucking born. You know what I mean?
Closure.
Closure. I watched a movie, something 47 Ronin, the last 47 Ronin, on Netflix. Shitty movie, but it had action. It had ninjas, it had samurai, entertainment. I try to find the little glimpse of things, I started watching Peripheral on
Oh yeah, Amazon.
Amazon. Yeah, I kind of dig it. I dig the concept. I do. Like, I legitimate dig it.
I don't even understand that because I've been looking at it and I'm like I have no idea what it brings no interest to me. That
Watch the first episode. You should always watch the first episode of something and go, I can make a decision here or there.
I can't because once I'm in, I'm in. You know what I mean? Like
I like sci-fi. You like Lord of the Rings. Like I haven't started Lord of the Rings yet because like I go, I know I'm gonna get into this. Peripheral was a concept that hasn't been done in that kind of thing. It was actually it has, but this is a series. So what was the name of the movie? Angela Bassett was in it, where they were doing like you could see the murder through somebody else's eyes.
Yeah.
So it was something years. Anyway, so conceptually, if like as you watch enough, you go, okay, this is kind of like this. Anyway, like I watched a movie recently that I enjoyed. I thought it was funny. I actually thought it was Guy Ritchie who did it. Bullet Train.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to watch it with the Brad Pitt.
Yes, with the Brad Pitt. I like how we use them as like the Brad Pitts, the Pitts.
Yes.
Oh, Brad,
Bradley, really, but
Bradley, yeah, Beauregard.
Bradley Regard,
I enjoyed it. I recommend you watch it.
Yeah,
Like if you take it for what it tries to be, it's an entertaining movie. It's not an Oscar win. There's very few movies that come out and go, dude, if this doesn't win every award in the world, I'd never want to watch a movie again. No, you go, okay, it was fun. Bullet Train is fun. And right now, there's just a bunch of fucking horror movies out. So,
yeah.
like, I'm trying to watch Hellraiser. I watched like the first like 10 minutes, and then was like, oh, I guess something came up. But they changed Pinhead. Pinhead's supposed to be a woman now. So it's like, yeah, okay, what's the fresh take on this?
Yeah. Barbarian is out on HBO.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I remember I told you I went to the
The screening.
movie. Yeah, a screening
Yeah.
with all the characters and stuff like that.
So, but you were very vague. You were very vague, and I need you to be vague still. Although somebody said they went to go watch it, and they were like, "It's gross. The movie's gross."
I can understand where they say that because of the plot, or the inner plot, but it was always the ending for me is the most crucial part of any movie, and
What? Okay, okay. Hear me out. Aside from usual suspects, what is a good ending for you?
Bradley Pitt movie Fight Club. That's a great ending. The last like 30 minutes,
So
you're just like it all comes together. Like, oh fuck, you know.
the plot twist. So the plot twist is a good ending.
Three Amigos,
Like Inception. Like people love Inception.
great ending.
Yeah.
Amigos, amigos, amigos.
Top secret. But I'm missing most of all Scarecrow. Um, yeah, I mean, endings are. It's hard to wrap up a story. It really is, and I get that. It's like that's why I kind of like Asian movies a lot, is because they never end happy. It's like that's a miserable fucking ending. Everybody died. Like the hero dies. Like they're just like I don't feel resolved, but
Yeah.
actually that's the way it probably should have ended. Um, you know, old boy fucked me up with the ending. That was crazy. But yeah, I mean,
But Barbarian,
I
not to jump all around, but Barbarian, I give it a solid like 7.5.
I'm gonna watch it. I do want to watch it. I gotta watch it. But I would recommend for entertainment value only, Bullet Train.
Okay. And
Okay.
and for me, Justin Long was like it reinvigorated my like for Justin Long. So there was that as well. I think he's amazing in the movie, personally. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our sports segment.
Every time.
Every time.
Every fucking time. Every fucking time.
Yeah. Last call.
It was the cones.
Yeah. Cones. Last call for topics.
Last call for topics. Halloween. We are in Halloween. Have you ever been a Halloween person? Have you been like the I would need to dress up person?
No, but I've been a candy person, if that makes sense. Like in order to get the candy, I gotta dress up. I don't want to dress up, but I gotta get the candy. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
It strangely does, and it's kind of like it's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Yeah, like yesterday we did our big, Halloween thing for all the kids, and I put together an outfit, and what was great about this outfit, what was I thought it was specific, but I got like 1,000 different costume names for it. So that's when I was like, this. I guess this is a good costume because I could, I thought I was this thing, but I was really 1,000 other things. So I went as Radar from MASH. Very specific, very,
Wow. Okay.
yeah, I had the green, but the funny part is I have all these clothes that I just wear on a normal basis, but I never put all these clothes together. And so I,
So
I
you had the green fatigues and stuff.
yeah, like, well, I didn't wear the pants because I wore shorts, but I,
Yeah.
I I I have a favorite pair of shorts that I always wear, my green ones, so I wore those, and then I had the green uh you know blouse, that I rarely wear, but when I do, I love it.
Is
um
it considered a blouse? Like, what's the definition of a blouse?
Shirt, or maybe shirt, then collared shirt.
But isn't a blouse considered a female shirt?
No, no, not if you're a pirate. I don't want to be a pirate.
I'm, I'm a war veteran. I don't want to be a pirate. What the fuck? I don't know. Like, you go from radar to blouses and like blouses.
Yeah,
Like, if it doesn't have frills and shit, I don't like.
gotcha.
I don't know. It was just the wording that threw me off. Like,
Yeah.
did you say blouse?
Yeah, so
It was green silk.
yes. No, no, but this was what they call olive green, olive drab.
Yeah.
It's called OD green. So I had that shirt, and I wore that, and then I happened to just have Radar wore a brown beanie, but I had a green one, the same exact one that I would just wear in the winter. So, holy cow! There's a sorry about that. There's an ant.
Child abduction.
No, an
Yeah, child
adult.
abduction.
No, it's an adult actually. There's an adult.
What is it? What is it called then?
It's a
It's like
missing
a
and
Karen alert.
it's a missing endangered adult. So it's probably,
Somebody who has like mental issues. Yeah.
yeah. Wow, that was crazy. So anyway, so I went as him, and there's only two people that got it.
That got it.
I was called Fidel Castro. I was called an army guy.
I'm Cuban B.
Yeah,
Yes, Cuban B.
B. Although one of my favorites was I was the Good Morning Vietnam guy, and I was like, yes, I'll take that. You know what I mean? So
Good morning, Vietnam. I loved MASH. I'm telling you right now, I loved MASH. I was a big MASH fan. That was a really good show. I was really sad when the general died, or like when he was like, "Oh, I'm going back home," and then like that was like, this is a comedy, right? What the
yeah,
fuck is going on?
no. One of
A
my
sitcom? What the fuck is going on here?
one of my favorite episodes is when like there was a general there, and he had a bunch of like hookers and stuff like that, and they like put him in a they were trying to like get rid of his body, so they put him in a like ambulance, and then the ambulance drove away, but then the ambulance got bombed, and they're like, oh, perfect, this is the perfect cover, you know what I mean, for how this general died. He didn't die with hookers, he just died in combat. And I was just, and then being in the military, I'm like, this would be a perfect cover up, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but people loved the outfit. They're just like, oh, they loved it, and it was a hit. And two, it was military inspired, so it kind of hit all the ticks in it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, but I got to walk around a little bit really quick, and I visited because we did a trunk or treat. So I think something similar to what West Covina is doing today, where people just have their
Yeah,
cars out.
or I'm gonna be at the bar all day. Be at
Yeah.
the bar all day.
So I went. And I just and kids. I hate saying this. Kids have it good because it was all the good candy that was there. all the good candy. There was no bad candy there. There was no Mexican candy, no caramel corns. It was all the good shit. The Twix, the Three Musketeers, the mini fun size everything. Oh, it was great. It was great. So, but towards the end of your Halloween boyish years, there comes a point where you kind of just give up. Like the point where I gave up, I would just throw on a Dodger jersey. I'm like, I'm a Dodger. No, nothing. That's it. I just had the jersey on. I had shorts or whatever. Like I didn't even carry a bat or a mitt. Nope. I was just like, throw on the jersey. I'm a Dodger. And everyone bought it. Everyone's like, okay, it's a costume.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I was like maybe 13. I dressed up and I went out with my brother and his friends, and somebody said, "You're too," and it kind of ruined my entire trick or treating thing after that. I was like, you know what? You're probably right. I'm fucking over this.
That's sad.
I don't know. I'm not much of a dresser upper. I did go to a Halloween party years ago, and I dressed up like one of the weird science guys.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I had a bra on my head, and I had bought a Barbie doll, and I had it in my sports coat pocket, and I won.
Yeah.
I won one of the prizes for funniest fucking costume.
I wish I could do that at my job, but I'd probably get a lot of sexual harassment. They're like, look, you can't wear that.
Yeah. HR wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
You're science.
It was codes. They were codes on my head. There were 2 codes. My last topic. Do you have any more?
No,
I got one last topic to discuss, and every now and then I go through a air fryer renaissance, and right now I am using the air fryer for, get this, David. You're a cooking man. I consider you somewhat of a
I'm a connoisseur of the cooks. Yes,
of the cooks. Yes. I'm air frying my bread to toast.
I mean, yeah. I mean, have you? Okay, so I'm going to ask you this as a cook. For you, what kind of bread are you using?
Now, I am using the bread ends. The best part of the bread.
Didn't answer my question. White, wheat.
Oh, sourdough.
Rye, sourdough. Okay.
Of course.
So you're doing sourdough.
Is there any other bread, David?
There's many other breads.
How dare you? Not in my book.
Like a huge amount of breads. But here's the thing. Look, let's keep it going. So now, okay, so you have the sourdough. What temperature do you have the air fryer
at? 375.
Okay. How long?
5 minutes.
Does that work for other breads?
Yes.
Have you tested that, or are you just saying?
No, I've tested it because.
So 375 for 5 minutes is your perfect toast of bread.
If I could do 5 minutes and 30 seconds, but this only does minutes. It doesn't do seconds.
So then you have to do 6 minutes, and then you have to put your own timer. And
Yeah. I'm not there yet. But
okay. So you're air fryer toaster guy. Okay, and that's fair. Nothing wrong with that.
Highly recommended.
I don't have a genuine air fryer. The Instapot air fries, but I'm more of a sous vide with the Instapot now than I am even a pressure cooker. But yeah, what have we made recently? We made some chicken with leeks and mushrooms and biscuit gravy and some like fucking pork chops, and I always cook my steaks, spaghetti. Made a bunch of shrimp that was just too much shrimp. The problem with when you use Instacart is you're at the hands of the shopper, and what they fucking understand is your order, and sometimes they fuck up. So the other day we had like 4 pounds of shrimp, and it's like 4 pounds of shrimp. Why do we have 4 pounds of shrimp?
Like I ordered just
We
4
can't.
shrimp.
Yeah, I was like, we wanted a 4 pound lobster and 1 pound of shrimp. You got me a one pound lobster and 4 pounds of shrimp.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god. I think I'd be a good Instacart guy because I am very thorough. Like I tell everyone, I don't do perfection. I do good job.
Yeah, I do good job.
Yeah, I don't do perfection. I do good job. You know.
I do good job. Potato.
Yeah. But like I'm very thorough with stuff like that. I'm like, but it would take me a little longer to do it, but it's worth it because it's thorough. Like it's getting
Yeah,
done. So I sometimes look at myself as a luxury item from time to time.
as you should. As you should.
I love your as you should, Albert. Thank you. You know what else is a luxury item? Our streaming, guys. We are available on so many streaming platforms. Complete luxury. Get us wherever you can. Log on to drinkstowardsby.com and go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you're so inclined and you want to watch us, we are on the YouTube. So go ahead and click that banner and subscribe to us there. We got another subscriber. So we're like down. We have like 31 subscribers now or something like that. We're slowly getting
Yeah,
up there.
I pushed the show last night. So I was like, yeah, drink some Wi-Fi. Like the show.
Yeah.
It was good times. But yeah, final cheers.
Well, we're in the midst of the commercial, and
The commercial.
yes,
Give us money.
yes, we have a donation button, and we are on the Venmo at Drinks Words By. Whatever you can do, $1, $2. I mean, but let's face it, we want to buy 30 packs, so like $25. Whatever you could do.
A well drink is $6.
Yeah, $6.25. Just throw in that extra quarter, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you
You
could
want to throw
do.
in your own tip by all means.
Exactly. Hit us up at the Venmo, Drinks to Words By. And if you can't remember that, remember drinkswordsby.com. Click that banner and, do all that fun stuff. Couldn't do a show without mentioning the Cove. Thanks to the Cove. I did bring out my Cove glass. This is a Cove glass. I didn't bring out my usual house glass. Decided to bring a Cove glass out just today. Maybe next week I do a martini. We'll see. I haven't martinied in a while, but we shall see. Is that it for the commercial? I believe that is, and it is now time for the final cheers. Dave Mysterious, what are we cheersing to today?
Oh man. I don't even know. I mean, cheers to a safe weekend. Cheers to everybody enjoying the festivities that is Halloween with your costumes and all that, and no rainbow fentanyl and candies. Just be sweethearts. Cheers to a good, fun weekend.
And I'm going to jump on that and add the addendum. Cheers to all the women that dress up as the hot whatever. Whether it's like I'm dressed up as a hot librarian or a hot waitress or, whatever. To all those women.
All the slutty versions of actual jobs.
Cheers to you. You wizards, you wizardries, you witches, you know what I mean? Like, thank you.
Witches, yeah, witches.
You women make Halloween amazing for men. Amazing. And I have to salute you. I have to say thank you. So to all the women that go and put extra that slutty effort, mwah.
Yeah.
Kisses to you. Kisses to you. This is really a day for you.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh man.
Oh man.
And that's going to conclude this edition. 4 Drinks to Words by David Kick 'em Out.
Go have fun.
We're out of here. Later.